bear witness that there is no God but Allah, that Muhammad 1400 years ago was his last prophet and servant. We want to thank Imam Talib Sharif for hosting this, and we really want to thank the Mosque Cares, our president, Warth Deen II, for sponsoring this also. This has been a very tremendous and good program over the years. We thank our leader, our late leader, who's still guiding us, Imam Warth Deen Mohammed, for a presentation that he did many, many years ago in the Muslim Journal. I see our sister Aisha, when they put it in the Muslim Journal, in terms of putting the firefighters and military personnel on the page of the Muslim Journal. That was an honor for all of us. I think it was an honor to our community, especially after that horrific incident of 9/11. But it showed that we also had individuals that were in this community that upheld and supported the flag of the United States of America and the government of the United States of America, and worked hard for all of the citizens in this community. I'm not going to say a lot because, again, I just wanted to thank this community for giving us the support. I feel that this has been one of our best conventions. I was on the Lifeline this morning. For those who don't know that, we have who's also a veteran, Brother Imam Hameen Rasul, who sponsors the Lifeline. And it is it's a group of individuals that come together every morning and to discuss, that support the leadership of Imam W.D. Muhammad. And I shared with them how great the conference was the dinner was last night, how the whole, I feel anyway, how the whole convention has been good, especially good to me because now everybody's starting to feel like family. This is one of the first conventions when you see people and you say, I'm home now. You know, and maybe I'm still off of the spirit of the Ramadan sessions because we had the Ramadan sessions at the Mosque Cares earlier. So I'm still in Ramadan, I'm still in the Eid, and now we're at the convention. And it has been a beautiful, beautiful experience, and my goal is to go back and to share that with people. I'm down in Fort Myers, Florida now, and to be able to share that with individuals to see if we can get more people to come and be supportive of our convention, the institutions in our convention, like Marva, and I have to become a member. I've been lax on that, so I will become a member of Marva, and because I was also in the Air Force. And so again, we thank you, we thank the Mosque Cares, and we appreciate your support. Assalamu alaikum.
38 years, life on the line, and fireman, it's tough. He endured. We really thank him. I'm going to read a statement that came from Imam Warth Deen Muhammad, Rahimahullah Alayhi, in 2003. It was his view of the military. He said, when you join the military, make sure you have the mind for it. Your spirit is with it. If not, don't join. So far, it's still a voluntary army. They are talking about drafting, but that hasn't come yet. So you don't have to be in the military if you don't want to. If your spirit is not with it, if your mind is not with it, it helps all of us by not joining the military. But if you have your spirit with it, and you feel, as I do, that this is a sacred duty, and that we have a life of great value here, that we shouldn't ask others to go and defend and not be willing to defend it, then please join the military and be a great soldier for the United States of America and for all good Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll get ready to give one the microphone who came after our Imam came into office, who's with us now, who has a uniform on, if not today, but really he's still active. He's a Lieutenant Colonel, Nasheed Ibn Salahuddin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على خاتم النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum. I want to thank a couple of people before I get into some very, very brief remarks. I want to thank the president of Mosque Cares, W.D. Mohammed II. I met him for the first time a couple years ago, and really the significant influence that he has in carrying on the torch of his father's work is tremendous. I want to also thank Imam for the work he's done, Imam Talib for Mava. I also want to thank a couple people that I see in the audience. Some of you know I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay, as a matter of fact, my parents are here. I want my parents, Imam Nasheed and Irene Salahuddin, to stand up and stay standing for a minute. Let's give them a round of applause. 55 years married. 55 years married. So if that's not influence for you, I don't know what is. I also want to say that Louisiana, and specifically the southern Louisiana region, is represented here. I want everybody from the southern Louisiana area, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Plaquemines, I want you all to stand real quick. So remain standing for 1 second. Imam, remain standing for 1 second. I want to tell you all that, as Imam Talib talked about, sacrifice and service are the paramount values of the military. I learned sacrifice and service before I joined the military. I learned sacrifice and service first from my parents, who made significant sacrifices. My father gave up a tremendous job to move to Monroe, Louisiana, to be a minister, because he saw something that was bigger than himself. That's what sacrifice and service is all about. And as I grew up in the community, I was introduced to all of these leaders, some of them right here. Imam Haq from Slidell, Imam Qassib, the West Bank of New Orleans, Imam Fatmi from Baton Rouge. All of these people influenced me as I went into the military and have contributed towards the worldview that I have and the things that I'm doing right now. So again, let's give them one quick more round of applause. So as I mentioned, I want to talk about three things, and I'll be only about 5 or 6 minutes. I want to talk about sacrifice, service, and influence. Sacrifice, service, and influence. The first point I want to make is, for all of us as Muslims, as believers, we have to look at making a contribution and doing things that are bigger than just ourselves. Because if you are just about yourself, you can't make the greatest impact. I will tell you 2 very quick stories. One is, I was selected by the Air Force to go in 2011 to Iraq and serve as the senior advisor for the U.S. military to the Iraqi security forces to help them to improve security and operational effectiveness at their borders. I obviously had to make a significant sacrifice, leaving my family, leaving the comforts that we have here in the United States to go, overseas. But I will tell you that the fact that I am Muslim and the fact that I grew up in this community helped me significantly towards my mission. And let me tell you why. So you can imagine when I first met with the senior Iraqi officials, and I have this Air Force uniform on, and I'm wearing my uniform today, and on my uniform is the name Salahuddin. Now think about that picture for a minute. I'm the senior advisor to them. I walk into this big room, and they say, let us introduce you to your new senior advisor, Lieutenant Colonel Nasheed Salahuddin. So if I could tell you the look on those Iraqis' faces, and I said, Assalamu alaikum Muqaddam Ali, and the general was just like, what is this? What is this? So those lessons that I learned in Sister Claire Muhammad School and learning Arabic served me well as I serve this country and all of you in Iraq. So the first thing I told him is that, General, our combat engagement is over. The United States is going to leave Iraq in 6 months. My goal is to help you to improve security at your borders as we leave. I'm here to serve you. Now think about the